The Larimer County Office of Colorado State University Extension is a partnership between Larimer County and CSU. Together, we bring research-backed information to residents across Larimer County. You may not see it, but Colorado State University Extension probably touches your everyday life. We can't cover everything, but let's explore how Larimer County Extension programs impact the food in our community in 2022.
My name is Katie Slota, and I am a co-owner and operator of Native Hill Farm in Fort Collins, Colorado. So Native Hill Farm is a Four Seasons sustainably grown vegetable operation. We're family owned, and we started in 2009, and we've grown from about 3/4 of an acre to almost 30 acres.
Katie and Nick took the Building Farmers and Ranchers course in 2007 through Boulder County Extension. Starting a farm or ranch is a large lift, and the course covers important topics from business management, marketing plans, risk management, and financing. New farmers and ranchers may not have a background in agriculture. That's why programs like Building Farmers and Ranchers are vital to help fill in the knowledge gaps and give potential farmers and ranchers a leg up.
We took our first course in the Colorado Building Farmers class because we didn't know anything about business. We both had degrees in other things, and neither one of us had ever thought that we would have our own business, and so we lacked a lot of those business skills. And so it was a really good way for us to make a business plan to accompany the actual growing plan that we had for the farm.
Since 2011, both Katie and Nick have supported the Building Farmers and Ranchers program by teaching classes in Larimer County. As Katie will tell you, giving back creates a sense of community and sharpens their own skills as well.
I really like teaching Building Farmers in Larimer County because it gets me connected with other farms that people are starting and gets me kind of excited. I love to talk about farms. I love to talk about data. I usually do a financial piece, and so I get pretty jonesed on it because when I started the farm, I had no idea what I was doing, and we just kind of put receipts in a box and just put it away until December, and then maybe even tax season started and we kind of freaked out a little bit. So it was really good to be able to give back to the community a bit by teaching building farmers. When you teach somebody else how to do something, you get better at it yourself. So
while you might not have attended a Building Farmers and Ranchers course, there's a good chance that you've attended the Larimer County Farmers Market held each Saturday starting at the end of May to the end of October each summer. The Larimer County Farmers Market has become a staple of our Old Town Fort Collins during the summer. Let's hear more about the market from Rachel Wildman, our market coordinator.
My name is Rachel Wildman. I'm the program coordinator for the Larimer County Farmers Market here at 200 West Oak Street. We run from May to October every year. Larimer County Farmers Market was started in 1975 by a group of master gardeners trying to sell a little bit of extra produce that they'd grown over the summer. Over the years, it's grown into 130 different vendors selling with us. We had our best season ever last year with over $1.4 million in sales. The Larimer County Farmers Market is a really great point of first contact for us at the Extension Office to really get out into the community. We had each of our volunteer organizations visible at the market this year. We had our master gardeners, our master food safety advisors, our native plant masters, and our 4-H team, all visible and able to access the public directly. Each of them were able to use that as a recruitment tool as well as to display all the resources Extension has available to the public. Our goal is to make sure that the farmers, all they have to do is to show up and set up their tent and be ready to sell. In order for that to be possible, we do a lot of coordinating behind the scenes. The market operates every Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., but we get started about 6:30 getting all of the tents set up, making sure that our vendors have access to hand washing stations. It's our job to make sure that there are facilities available to our customers, that there's music as a draw to help draw new customers in, and to make sure that the traffic pattern helps every customer reach all of our vendors. We also try to make sure that our vendors are spread out so that there's no direct competition between each one of the vendors next to each other to help a better customer experience.
All this work from Rachel and our market master volunteers really makes a difference. As Katie will tell you, the Larimer County Farmers Market can be an important way to help farmers find and build their customer base.
The Larimer County Farmers Market has been our flagship market since we started farming there or here. We built our customer base from it and have continued to see sales grow year after year there. It's just getting busier with the growth of the Front Range, and the people that run it are very kind to us, and they run a very nice market. So, and it's very close to our home, so it makes sense for us to go there. But we definitely make the most money there, and that's one of the reasons why one of the several reasons why we go there.
The Larimer County Farmers Market helps building community too, including hosting a variety of nonprofits throughout the market season. In 2022, this included the Rocky Mountain Raptor Program, the League of Women Voters, and Northern Colorado Equality. But the work doesn't stop there. When at the farmers market, you may see volunteers placing produce into bags for the Market Days for Older Adults program. Let's hear more about that, starting with Dennis, a vendor at the Larimer County Farmers Market.
My name is Dennis. I'm the owner-operator of Belafonte Farm, first year in business, 0.8 acres on the Flores del Sol Natural Area property.
The Market Days program provides fresh produce to older adults experiencing food insecurity while supporting local agriculture. Larimer County Extension receives money from grants, sponsors, and donations to buy food from local farmers, like Dennis at the Larimer County Farmers Market.
They need about 75 bunches per week, and it's a nice place for me to be able to get good crops out to the people that they're supporting.
At the farmers market, volunteers pick up the purchased produce from the vendors. Afterwards, the vegetables are packed into reusable shopping totes, and volunteers and community partners distribute the produce to low-income older adults throughout Larimer County.
My name is Vicki Mireles. I will go and distribute them at Lago Vista Mobile Home Park where I live. I'm an organizer there, and I work with the seniors there at Lago Vista.
Participants receive a bag of fresh produce every other week from June until the end of October. Resources on healthy aging and recipes are included in the bags.
I'm happy to do this. The seniors, they love it. They love the vegetables. They could hardly wait to get them, and then especially the recipes that go with them, they love that.
It's awesome to know that the crops that I'm supporting to them are going to the local residents of the area.
In 2022, Market Days distributed 1,281 bags of produce, and $19,250 went to local growers. Moving from the farm to your own yard or porch, let's say that you want to grow produce at your home. In 2022, Larimer County Extension staff and volunteers helped host 77 yard and garden classes and responded to over 2,000 yard and garden questions through emails, phone calls, lawn checks, tree team visits, and more. The Larimer County Master Gardeners attended dozens of community outreach events and spent over 5,000 hours volunteering. Some of those volunteer hours went to the Larimer County Sweet Pepper Trial. Larimer County Master Gardener John Weiss launched a sweet pepper trial, part of the Larimer County Extension vegetable trials, to see what sweet pepper variety grows best in Larimer County. Let's hear more about that.
Well, I'm John Weiss. I'm one of the Master Gardeners, and we have a bunch of Master Gardeners out here helping. And this is our Master Gardener Sweet Bell Pepper Trial. And we're trialing 15 varieties of bell peppers. 3 of those are what we call lunchbox peppers, and the rest are true bell peppers.
The sweet pepper trials began in March with the starting of the seeds. In June, the peppers were transplanted to the Ardex South fields. Master Gardener volunteers cared for the peppers the whole season until it was time for a harvest.
And so today we're harvesting. So we harvest a certain number of plants, and then we take the fruit, we weigh harvested fruit, we count the number of peppers, we determine how many lobes, slice one pepper in half, and we want to measure the thickness of the pepper wall, and then we'll determine whether or not there's sunburn.
After all that work, taste tests were held to evaluate the flavor of the sweet peppers. John compiled the results into a report, which was distributed to nurseries in Larimer County and all around Colorado. The report is also available on our website today. The sweet pepper trial resulted in more peppers than we needed for taste testing. The excess peppers were donated to a food pantry. A lot of home gardeners find they may end up with too much produce. If your home garden is doing great, maybe a little too great, the Larimer County Extension Master Gardeners had you covered there too with Grow and Give. Let's hear from two participants in this program.
Hi, my name is Cindy Hartman, and I'm a Colorado Master Gardener.
I'm David Rubenthaler. I've lived here for 32 years, and I've always raised a garden.
Cindy and Dave are two participants in the Grow and Give program. Cindy helps administer the community drop-off locations, and Dave donates the extra produce from his garden.
Okay, so here's my tomato crop, and you can see these plants get really, really big, but inside there are a lot of really nice tomatoes that we use these for salsa, for tomato juice, for all kinds of things that we can. And a lot of people come and get tomatoes from me because I have so many. But every year I take a lot of my excess to the food bank, and that's what I'm doing now, is picking some for the food bank.
So the Grow and Give project is a way to have gardeners share their extra produce with people in need. We realize that many small gardens have like a little extra produce, and going to a food bank is not always real practical because you'd show up with 2 tomatoes and 1 cucumber. So we thought, what if we grouped all that extra vegetables and fruit together? What ended up is we asked Master Gardeners to sign up once a week, and they provide a cooler with a sign and a place for people to drop off produce. And then they take that produce the next day and drop it off to the food pantries and the food banks.
I think the food bank's a great program, and I really love supporting it. So I've been doing that for a long time, and just making sure my produce finds a good home and people can use it. It's important to me.
In 2022, Larimer County community members donated over 4,700 pounds of produce through the Grow and Give program. Thanks to Cindy, Dave, and all the other participants who made this possible. Thank you for spending a few minutes with us to learn more about how Larimer County Extension impacted food in Larimer County in 2022. We hope you can grow with us even more in 2023.